If you're not questioning why you're at the bottom of society, but do everything better than every nation on this planet, you have accepted defeat. You have accepted being conquered.
Right.
You need to wake the fuck up.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
He what?
He separated the sons of Adam.
So all this equality shit is bullshit.
That's right.
The Most High is with segregation.
That's right.
Not integration.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart. We fear day and night out here. Even though we serving these wooden crosses, these Kaaba stones, why aren't they protecting you?
Right.
You should be questioning that, man. You should be asking your imams, right, and your Christian pastors, why hasn't this dumb-ass Kaaba stone and this white Jesus saved us out of our oppression? Give us answers to why we full of prison houses. Give us answers why our oppressors constantly hunt us and shoot us down like dogs in the street.
Right.
Why do our oppressors even have our own people coming up against us and siding with the enemy? This is the most powerful information that has been hidden from you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. What?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
And that's why we're destroyed as a people. We were so destroyed, he can take the yoke off of our neck, and we still follow this nigga, man.
Right.
See, that's my square. Why you trying to box a bear, homie? Ain't no question I'ma sit you down without a chair, homie. Knowing it's a body, paramedics yell out clear, homie. And I doubt it if they bring you back, cause that's rare, homie. You not prepared, sleeping on me, don't you dare, homie. It's gonna wake you right up at your sleep nightmares, homie. And it's only fair, I shine this like a flare, homie. When it go viral, they gon' like, sub and share, homie. I got that spirit on me, I got that spirit on me. Man, I understand these scripts.
Called Yashayarawar Hashem Yahshai, that's giving all praises to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, and we do so in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right. We are the saints. We come out here week in and week out to teach repentance to you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
Right.
And to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great.
That's right.
You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, if you're not questioning why you're at the bottom of society, but do everything better than every nation on this planet, you have accepted defeat. You have accepted being conquered.
Right.
You need to wake the fuck up.
Right.
Why is it that we at a low state as a people, but can excel over all these other nations around us? That's what you should be questioning, man. You should be answering yourself these questions. If you're not doing that, you're in a deep-ass sleep, bro, and you need to wake up. But we are gods to these nations, and we have a Most High God who we serve. They look at us as pieces of shit, right? But we do everything better than these nations that's walking around us, all right? But we fell into captivity and started serving these other nations' gods who are idols. And they have yet to give you your nationality or who you are, right? To this day, Christianity, Islam, why hasn't the Kaaba stone, right? Why hasn't the Kaaba stone of white Jesus told you Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans who you are?
Right.
Because those are idols.
That's right.
They're not real gods. The Most High God separated all the sons of Adam and gave them their own gods to worship.
Right.
We're going to get into that.
Appreciate it.
Come.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It is now time to wake up out of sleep. You so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you are in a deep sleep.
That's right.
You are in a coma. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Your salvation is near. You see the prophets on the corner, prophesying everything around you, letting you know everything that's going on.
That's right.
Read.
That's it.
That's it. Give me Psalms 82 and 6.
Psalms 82 and 6. Oh, praise to the Most High.
Jesus' mighty name.
Hey, his name ain't Jesus.
Hey, man, his name ain't Jesus. His name is Yahawashi.
That's right.
The letter J didn't even exist when he walked the earth.
Joshua.
83
Joshua.
Where you
Jah
from?
Elohim.
82 and 6.
82 and 6.
Joshua. Jah Elohim. Joshua. Jehovah Nisi. Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Shalom.
You know that the letters J.
Jesus' mighty holy name.
Do you know that the letter J is only 500 years old? The letter J is the newest alphabet in the language. So how can his name be Jehovah? How can his name be Jesus?
Right.
That's, all right, but he has a name though. You know, Puerto Rico was conquered and it was called something else besides Puerto Rico.
T-Job.
You know, they forced that Puerto Rican ethnicity onto your people, and they forced Spanish onto your people.
Right.
That's irrelevant to what's going on in the world.
It's very relevant. It's very relevant.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna bring it up.
God, bro,
you want to know your history? You want to know who you are?
You want to know who you are?
According to the Bible, you want to know who you are?
You want to know who you are?
Yeah, you want to know? You want to talk about Jesus or not?
Bring that out, man.
All right. Psalms 82 and what?
Psalms 82 and 6.
Psalms 82 and verse 6.
Right.
I have said, ye are gods.
We are God.
That's right.
But we're not the Most High God. But we excel over all these other nations, even at a low state.
That's right.
Keep reading.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
Come.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
That's right. Why you think we dying out here, man? We disobeyed the Most High God. That's why he only punishing us. That's our God.
That's right.
Right? And we are gods to these other nations, but they're above us. Why ain't you questioning that, man? Give me 1 Corinthians 8:5.
1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 5.
Read.
It says, For though there be that are called gods,
Right.
whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many, and lords many. But to us there is but one God.
But what?
But to us there is but one God,
That's right.
the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord, Yahawashi Hamashiach, by whom are all things, and we by him.
That's right. There's many gods and many lords, right? We understand that. These gods that these other nations serve are idols. But we serve the Most High God.
That's right.
The Most High that created these idols for the other nations to worship.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Why hasn't your cobblestone told you Negroes and Latinos who you are? Huh? Why hasn't your cobblestone and your Christian cross tell you why you fill the prison house? Why y'all niggas on the corner? Why y'all the only ones that gotta sell drugs to each other?
Right.
Huh? Where those answers at? Read.
This Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8.
Get out.
When the Most High divided the nations.
When the Most High what?
When the Most High divided the nations.
Read.
Their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam.
He what?
He separated the sons of Adam.
So all this equality shit is bullshit.
That's right.
The Most High is with segregation.
That's right.
Not integration. You see this throughout the scriptures. That's why Deuteronomy 7 and 6 says we're a holy people. We're separated from these other nations.
That's right. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
So all this gathering together shit, what has it done for y'all?
Right.
It has done nothing. The whole time we've been gathering together amongst these nations, we've been crying for equality, right? Crying to be equal with these people when you're above them.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
You just read that.
Oh, cons. Salakia, Deuteronomy 4 and 19. We're above all these nations, man. That's why they can't do what we can do. They hate us because they ain't us.
That's right.
Y'all, man, y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. Y'all see so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans on every street corner. The same niggas that was filling up the prison houses. The same niggas that was on the corner slinging drugs. The same niggas that was warring with each other. We out here in the corner waking up our own people.
That's right.
Bring that out. 4:19.
This Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 19.
Get out.
Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven,
right?
Shouldst be driven to worship them.
Shouldst be what?
Be driven to worship
So
them.
all this horoscopes, these zodiac signs, we're not supposed to be driven to worship them. You understand? They can't dictate how your day is going to be.
That's
they can't dictate none of that. Only the scriptures can do that,
That's
man.
right.
Okay, read.
It says, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations.
Have divided to who?
And the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations under the heaven, the whole heaven.
That's right. The Most High God gave all these nations those idols to worship, man.
That's right.
He gave them zodiac signs that they're supposed to be following, man. Not us. We serve the Most High God.
That's right.
The Creator, not the creation.
That's right.
Give me Malachi 4 and 5. Public show. Y'all got to get up out of this, man. Y'all been serving these idols for far too long, and it has gotten y'all nowhere, man.
That's right.
You understand? But being as though we serve the Most High God, right? He done brought us out here and brought us to this marvelous light to understand why everything it is the way it is, man. Read.
Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming.
Salakia. Micah 4 and 5. Salakia. What's going on, brother?
Get on the battlefield, bro.
I know that's right, man. You know your nationality?
I love you, bro.
You know who you are, brother?
African American.
Oh, man, that's two continents,
I'm
man.
my mother's child.
Understand?
That's who I am.
But we still have a
Whoever she is,
nationality.
that's who I am.
You know what I
Whoever
mean?
her, that's who we are.
We still got a nationality,
That's
man,
right.
and that's important to know.
That's
You know
important.
what I'm saying?
Carry
Instead of,
on.
you know what I mean, carrying on the names that our slave masters gave us, man, we got to wake up out of there,
That
bro.
government name. No.
You feel me? You
I
would
don't
be,
know what my name is.
are you a
I don't
so-called
know.
black man? African American? You would be from the tribe of Judah. What's your father? What's your father's nationality?
I don't know that deep. I got to trace my ancestors, bro.
So you never knew your father?
I knew my father. He
So was
wasn't
he a
around to
so-called
raise
black
me.
man?
Yes,
Was he a so-called black man?
No, he was a black man, not so-called. He was a black man.
Yeah, but your shirt is black. He wasn't the color of your shirt.
I'm sorry?
Your shirt is black.
You can't reference that to that
No,
color.
I'm just look.
When you say
look,
black,
look,
that's a nationality they give you.
Look.
Like when you're Puerto
That's
Rican,
black.
you're light skin. What are you? Are you
Yeah,
black?
but that's a name that
You
my
got-
slave
you
master
got Puerto
gave
Rican
me.
skin.
I know.
So what are you
Brother,
saying?
I'm not trying to argue with you, right? It just I'm just out here trying to teach you something, man. That's all. I know you an old head. You got some type of wisdom. I know you looking at me like, what is this young boy here telling me? I done been here.
Yeah, I'm saying Puerto Ricans are light skinned. So are you black? Are you black?
No,
You got Puerto
I'm not
Rican
black.
com-
I'm not. But Puerto Rican means rich poor.
Yeah, but you got-
I'm not a rich
you got
poor.
the complexion of a Puerto Rican.
I am a so-called Puerto Rican.
I am black.
But
I know I'm black.
but we come to the realization that the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans,
Have a good day, man.
right?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Mr.
Okay,
Rogers,
brother.
I love you.
Well, you would be a so-called Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's
all
right.
I love you, bro.
That's
Love you
right.
too, Hop. Bring that out.
Micah chapter 4 verse 5. For all the people will walk every one in the name of his God.
In the name of his who?
And then it says, for all people will walk every one in the name of his God.
That's right.
And we will walk in the name of our Lord, of the Lord our God, Yahweh, forever and ever.
This is who we supposed to be walking in. The
Right.
Most High God. Not these fake-ass idols out
Right.
here that has done nothing. They can't breathe. They can't eat. They can't stand up and walk. They can't give no answers.
Right.
So why do y'all serve them? Continually, bro. It doesn't make no sense. Give me Deuteronomy 20 and 15. I'm gonna show you why we serving all these fake gods out here. These so-called idols. Because we disobeyed the Most High God. And he promised that we were going to go into captivity under all nations under the heaven. And we were going to serve their gods, who are no gods. And it's prophesied in the Bible over 3,000 years ago, man. This is power within itself.
That's right.
You blacks and Hispanics have to come back to your God.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments,
Right.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What's going to happen?
That all these curses,
All these what?
That all these curses,
All these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Keep going.
Count.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who's cursed in the city? Who is cursed in the city? We're not even going to name names. I want y'all to just put on your thinking caps,
Right.
right? And come to this conclusion. Who is cursed in the city? Keep reading.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who was cursed in the field? We were cursed in the field. Cotton fields, sugarcane fields, tobacco fields. Every Every city you go to in the United States or in the whole wide world, there's so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans being oppressed,
That's right.
cursed in the cities, man. You can't make this up. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64.
Read.
Salah.
Come.
Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
He shall scatter us where?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Read.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Other what?
There thou shalt serve other gods.
What kind of gods are they?
Which neither thou or thy fathers had known.
Right?
Even wood and stone.
What?
Even wood and stone.
Wow, how ironic. What is the two major biggest religions in the world? The wood and the stone.
That's right.
Christianity is the wooden cross, right? And the stone is the Kaaba stone.
That's right.
This was predicted over 3,000 years ago, man. This is how much power is in the scriptures, man. You can't make this up. And all of our people are filling up the Christianities, the Islam, what do we call them, the mosque. We're filling those things up, and the scriptures said that we was going to be following after these other gods, after these other nations, the two major religions on this earth, man. Let me get
Keep going.
Khan, go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Find no ease. Go ahead.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart. We fear day and night out here. Even though we serving these wooden crosses, these Kaaba stones, why aren't they protecting you?
Right.
You should be questioning that, man. You should be asking your imams, right, and your Christian pastors, why hasn't this dumb-ass Kaaba stone and this white Jesus saved us out of our oppression? Give us answers to why we full of prison houses. Give us answers why our oppressors constantly hunt us and shoot us down like dogs in the street.
Right.
Why do our oppressors even have our own people coming up against us and siding with the enemy? We have to ask these things, man. But y'all fail to answer that because you become real comfortable in your oppression. You get a little video game, you get a little TV, you get a little 9 to 5, and you think everything is cool. But you don't question, why the fuck do I have to wake up every morning to go to work to a people that conquered my people and enslaved my people?
Right.
The weakest people on the fucking planet. Why can't you wake up and go to work for me?
Right.
How about that?
Right.
Y'all haven't yo, what's up, bro? What's your name, homie? Have you yet to ask why you gotta get up and go to work to these fucking heathens every day, man? Why they can't get up and go to work for us? You should be answering that, man.
People comfortable, man.
People real comfortable.
They love their slave masters.
Love their slave masters. Let me get Jeremiah 17:4. See, but we fell away from the Most High God. We didn't follow His instructions. And being as though we didn't follow His instructions, we got punished. We got scattered all over the world, right? Into these other nations. We start serving after their gods, taking on their customs, and we fell away to who we naturally truly are, which are the Israelites, God-chosen people. But it was prophesied in this land, right, that we were going to start remembering who we are. And that's what you see right here. We're starting to remember who we were. Yeah, read.
This Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Read.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Shall what?
Shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Who are we serving? If you got to get up and go to work, right, and get a check from somebody, you're serving somebody.
Pay them taxes.
Paying them taxes, right? Got to pay parking tickets, right? In the land that they stole from you.
Right.
You should be able to park where the fuck you want to park.
Right.
But you can't do that. You should be able to collect rainwater. You should be able to cut down trees, do whatever the fuck you want to do, because this is your land. Right? But you can't do that.
Hey, bro, can I say this thing right right?
What's up?
Y'all Israelites, right?
Yeah.
Right?
This the thing. Y'all, every time I listen to y'all always say the white word 1,000 times.
Right?
So if y'all say the white man 1,000 times, you know y'all the ones that sold the fucking slaves to the white man. It was Israelites.
Well, it was so-called Hamites.
no,
that
it
sold
was Israelites.
Where
Y'all
can you
did
prove that? Where can you prove that?
Y'all did that.
What can
It's
you
in
prove?
history. Y'all did that.
You're an
so
Israelite.
I'm not an Israelite. I'm a Christian.
Christian?
And yeah, I'm a Christian.
So
I'm
you
a
believe in the Bible?
Fuck yeah. Why would I believe in y'all? Y'all, for
Yeah.
one, for one, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother.
Uh-huh.
Whoever taught y'all that shit.
Yeah, it's shit. When we teaching
It's
the
shit.
Bible is
No,
shit.
that shit-
You're a Christian
no,
and this
whoever-
Bible is shit.
No. Whoever taught y'all that word Israelite,
Yeah, the Bible taught it.
that shit is
I'm gonna go to Jeremiah
It's a
6:27.
weirdo. No. Listen to me, because I'm about to walk away. To be honest,
So,
bro.
Christianity, who
choose
teaches
the right,
Christianity?
They choose
Right.
the right people to preach that shit, to put in your head.
Who taught this shit Christianity?
I'm not gonna lie.
White people didn't teach
no,
us
No,
this,
no,
bro.
I ain't saying white people. I said they choose the right people to tell that shit to.
Who?
People
Who
like
chooses?
y'all two.
What?
People like y'all two that
Who chooses?
that, like, to be honest, bro, it seems like y'all ain't got nothing else better to do but do this dumb shit. This
I got
is
it.
dumb, bro.
So
Be a
who is the God in the
Bro,
Bible?
bro,
Who's the
bro,
God in the
bro,
Bible?
bro.
You're a
You
Christian.
know one
You're a
thing.
Christian.
You
Let
know
me
one dumb ass shit I heard y'all say. Y'all
Yeah,
keep saying,
I'm interested.
Our God,
Yeah, our God.
bro. We all
Who is-
got one
Yeah,
God.
all right, let's prove it. Let me get Joel
Even the white
2:27.
people got a God.
You believe in the
We
Bible?
all around,
You
bro.
believe in the
There's
Bible,
one
right?
God,
Yeah,
bro.
you believe in the Bible,
He
right?
created white people.
Do you believe in the
us,
Bible?
And
Do you
whoever
believe
you
in the
are,
Bible?
bro.
Do you believe in the Bible?
Like,
Yes
what
or
the fuck
no?
is y'all saying?
You don't. Do you believe
It's
in the
not
Bible?
two gods.
It's
Do you
many
believe
gods.
in
The
it?
Bible
That's
just
what-
said that
that's
there
what
was
you
many
said, bro.
gods.
By you
Out of
saying-
the Bible,
by
out of the
you
New
saying-
Testament
by
said
you
that there was
saying
many
that, bro,
gods.
By you saying that,
I ain't said it. The
by
Bible
you
said it,
saying
man.
that, bro.
This is Joel 2:27.
Dumb as shit,
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Nah, God is in the midst of everybody.
That I am in the midst of
No,
Israel.
He's in the midst of all nations.
I am in the midst of
Right,
Israel.
what else?
And that I am the Lord your
He's
God.
the Lord, our God, and who else?
And none else.
And not everybody.
And none else.
Now all people on the earth.
And none else.
And what else?
bro.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
Right, this people ain't gonna be ashamed to profess this, man. That's why we come out here. That's why we've been taught this, man. Because the Most High said His sheep hear His voice, man. Right? We weirdos because we read the
We
read the
weirdos, we
Bible.
coming out.
Right, we coming out of the book.
Right.
Right? You just disagree with what you believe in. See, our people don't know what they believe in, man.
Fact.
Right? Our people act like they know something, man. But we coming out of what we believe in to prove all things.
Right.
Right? That's what we doing, man. But our people don't want to hear it, man. They want to hear sweet lies, man.
Right.
They want to hear love everybody when everybody hates you.
Right.
It's Stockholm syndrome, man. Our people fell in love with their slave master, man. Yeah, I mean, America gonna burn, man.
Right.
America gonna fall, man.
Right.
But our people like, Master, this our house, Master.
That's right.
It's our house gonna burn, Master.
Right.
I'm gonna protect you, Master. Right. That's our people, man.
Coon ass niggas.
Right, man. We the Israelites, man. We God's chosen people, man. Bring it out here. Take this again, man.
Oh, praises, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Our
We ain't
people
out
were
here for
enslaved.
everybody.
We ain't out here for everybody, man. Let me get
Opinions is like an asshole. Everybody got one.
right. Let me get Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, go back to Jeremiah 17:4.
All praise to the Most High.
God, all praises, man. You know, and it never fails when we come out here, our own people. And I was just bringing that out.
Right.
How the enemy always has our own people coming up against us, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't make this up, bro. He would rather side with the same nigga that'll come on the corner while he busting the track, lock his ass up, throw him in jail, he gonna throw a cape on for him.
Right.
Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
And this nigga don't even know he's still serving his enemies.
Right.
He think he's equal with his oppression. It doesn't make any sense, read.
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Where?
In the land which thou knowest not.
You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you do not know this land. You did not know it. You were brought here and you were brought all over the world to different lands.
Right.
To be oppressed. Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
We kindled a fire in the Most High God, man. That's why we getting punished out here.
That's right.
No other doctrines or religions can give you these answers,
That's
man.
right.
They just want you to come there, listen, and don't give you no answers, bro. I've been into all these religions. I done been in all of them, man. You ask any imam or any Christian pastor anything about why we went through slavery, why we fill the prison houses, why we kill each other, why we at the bottom, but we do everything better than everybody. All you're going to hear is crickets.
Right.
Give me Isaiah. Let me get Ecclesiastes 24 and 23. We're going to find out, right, what's the heritage that we discontinue from.
Sorry, right? 24 and 23?
God. It's out. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 20. Chapter 24, verse 23.
Read.
All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God.
Right?
Even the law, which Moses commanded for an inheritance.
For what?
For an heritage.
Read.
Unto the congregations of Jacob.
Unto the congregation of Jacob. The heritage was these laws, statutes, and commandments that was given to the Israelites, the 12 sons of Jacob, which are the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Let me get Hosea 4 and 6.
Oh, praise.
God. See, because something happened, man. Being as though we disobeyed the Most High God, we fell out, man. We don't understand who we are. We started worshiping these fake idols and lost the connection to our Most High God power.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because what?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Read.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God,
Right.
I will also forget thy children.
And then you wonder why we out here getting killed like that, man. You wonder why we don't have no protection, man. Why we the only ones out here dying like that, man? Because we're in sin. And when you're in sin, you stink to the Most High. He don't
Right.
want to deal with you, man. He's not going to send no angels to come protect you, bro. Let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. Because it's crazy, right? We don't know our creator, right? But the animals know their creator.
Right.
Ain't that crazy? Us as human beings, right? This society teaches you to deal with the opposite sex, right? But do animals do that? Hell no. That would make these animals smarter than you dumb motherfuckers out here, man.
Right.
Seriously. Can't read that?
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3.
Read.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib,
But what?
but Israel doeth not know.
We don't know, man. Because we discontinue from the Most High God. That's why. And this is prophesied 3,000 years ago, man. You can't make this up, bro. This is the most powerful information that has been hidden from you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Why do you think everybody wants to have a hand on this? Why do you think this is the most debated? Why do you think that this book been on the top #1 sellers year after year? They had to take it off because no other books would get the #1 spot. Y'all gotta sit back and think about these things, man. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
Let me finish this up.
Come on.
The ox knoweth his owner,
Right.
and the ass his master's crib,
Right.
but Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
We don't even care. That's why when you see us out here, we're trying to tell our people who they are. They want to scoff and buck up against us. They don't even want to hear it, bro. Okay, read.
Sinful nation.
Who?
Sinful nation.
You're a sinful nation. You don't know that on a daily you are in sin. Mixed fabrics, you're in sin. Not checking the food and slipping pork into your system is a sin.
Right.
Not wearing fringes is a sin. Not keeping your beard is a sin.
That's right.
Celebrating these holidays is a sin.
That's right. A people laden with iniquity.
Laden with what?
Laden with iniquity.
Read.
A seed of evildoers.
A seed of who?
A seed of evil doers.
Yeah, you know, my man just came home, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get him back on my feet, getting back on his feet. Let me give him a pack. Let me put a burner back on his hip.
Right.
Bro, come on, man. You're just putting your brother right back in sin. But the world makes you think that when you do those things, that it's something good.
Right.
It's not, bro. I was the same nigga doing that. But all praise to the Most High, he woke me up to this marvelous light.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And now we get all the questions that we needed to be answered, bro. Good.
Right. It says, children, they are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backwards.
Right. They went away backwards. You listen, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man, you don't even realize, bro. Oh, my God knows me. My God got me, right? But at the end of the day, you can't predict what's going to happen to you in the future, man. You can move outside of the city, go to the suburbs, nothing to change, bro. You still get shot down, you still get treated like a nigga. Don't nothing change, bro. Y'all gotta wake up out here, man. We out here for the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, and that's it. We out here fishing for the elect of the Most High God. The future rulers of this kingdom. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:45. We're already 49. You're going into slavery, man. All y'all people going into slavery, man. We had to do it. Y'all got to go into slavery too. We don't get away with nothing. We do something 20 years ago and get caught 20 years later, we still going to get the same amount of time. You're going to get the same amount of time.
That's right.
Don't nothing change out here. We're not your Christian tap dancers up here. We are the Israelites.
That's right.
We don't hold no punches.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it on.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till thou what?
Till thou be destroyed.
And as you can see, we are destroyed as a people. Oh, praise to the Most High. Oh, wow, King. Oh, man. You already know, King.
Right?
Read that from the top.
More, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Read.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be destroyed. And you can't see, when you look around and walk outside, that we are destroyed as a people, man. Something's wrong with you, man. That slave master has done a good job into thinking that you are not free and you're not destroyed.
I'll read right here.
Come.
Right.
Okay, keep reading.
And it says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Because you don't want to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Read.
to keep his commandments
Right.
and his statutes, which he command thee this day. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
Go ahead.
And for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever.
And then that's why you wonder why we go through the things that we go through, man. It's all written. We're trying to show you. We're trying to show you where the water is at. We can't make you drink it, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Because they what?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God
Read.
with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Right.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who?
Which the Lord shall send against
The
thee.
Lord sent these nations against us, man, to whip our ass. Go ahead, keep reading.
In hunger and in thirst.
And what?
In hunger.
So when you need food, we don't own nothing. Whenever we need to eat, we have to go to our enemies'
That's right.
grocery stores, our enemies' corner stores. That's who has the food. Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
You need water. They bottle water up. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
And in clothes. Go ahead.
And in want of all things.
Anything you want, a license for whatever. You have to go to your enemies for all these things. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What people in history had yokes of iron on their neck? Read.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until he have what?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
And that's why we're destroyed as a people. We were so destroyed, he can take the yoke off of our neck, and we still follow this nigga, man.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Read.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
From where?
From far.
Who came over to this country from far? Y'all do the math. Go.
From the end of the earth. As swift as an eagle flying.
As swift as who?
As swift as an eagle flying.
What nation on this earth idolizes the eagle? The so-called European white man.
That's right.
It's on all his flags, right? It's a predatory bird. They're the ones that prey on everybody out here, man.
That's right.
Okay, read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
What? Say that again.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Did we understand English? No. Before he came. Did we understand Spanish before he came? No. This is talking about the European Caucasians that came over here and colonized our people.
That's right.
It's written 3,000 years ago in this Bible, man.
That's right.
You can't make. Why is it that the Christian church do not bring this out, man? Why don't y'all on Sunday ask your pastor why he don't read the curses of Deuteronomy 28?
Right.
Why? You have to ask your pastor these things. You have to ask your imam these things, man. These are things that I want y'all to take, right, to your Christian pastors and your imam, whatever y'all have your little congregations. Ask them these things, man.
Why don't they read Obadiah?
Right? Why don't they read Obadiah? Come on. What are y'all hiding, man?
Right.
I know what they hiding. They're hiding who you are.
That's right.
And they don't want to know who you are. You can read that in Psalms 83 from the top. All these nations came together collectively to keep us in sin so that they can stay above us, man. Y'all have to open up this book instead of having it on the counter collecting dust. Actually go in it and read it. Now that you have the wisdom of who you are, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are the Israelites that are prophesied in this Bible.
That's right.
Maybe you will definitely read the book differently now, man. Let me get 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
I bet you your Christian pastor will never read this in church. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now, you might think this is the old Egypt, right? Let me get Revelation 11 and 8. Matter of fact, you know what? Give me Judah 5 and 11 first. You know what I mean? Come. Oh, that's what it was. Judah 5 and 11. So we can get an understanding what Egypt is. Right? When the Israelites were in Egypt, they were in slavery, right? Who's in slavery today? The same people. We were the ones who Moses said, let my people go. We were those people. Okay, read.
Judith chapter 5 and verse 11.
Read.
Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them,
Right?
and dealt subtly with them,
Right?
and brought them low with laboring and brick, and made them slaves.
Made them who?
And made them slaves.
We were slaves in Egypt. Just like we're slaves in this modern day Egypt as we speak. Give me Revelation 11 and 8. So you can get an understanding that we're in spiritual Egypt. The scriptures tell you that. They took on the customs of the Romans, the Greeks, the Egyptians, everybody in the one gumbo pot.
This
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8.
Read.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which is called what?
That is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So now you know that we're in a spiritual Egypt, right? Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What people went into slavery on ships? This is prophesied in the Bible, man. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right?
thou shalt see it no more
We
again.
wasn't going to see the physical Egypt again. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold.
Shall be what?
There ye shall be sold.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
No, unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Who were we sold to? The scriptures call them our enemies.
That's right.
We were sold to the European Caucasian white man. They are our enemies. And you can see it when you look around out of your daily living that they do not want to be cool with you. They smile in your face with a knife behind their back. We've been marching for years asking for equality. They have all the money, but yet they haven't set us straight yet, bro. We still at the bottom of our society. If this is your friend, why don't you ask your friend, give us all the money back so we can be back as a people in our own land.
They want to repent.
Come on, man.
Right? It says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right.
thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
For what?
For bondmen
For slave man,
and bondwomen,
slave woman,
and no man shall buy you.
that word buy means redeem. Everyone tried to redeem us out of our captivity, man. It hasn't worked because they didn't have the Most High God with them. That's how that works. You're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you're not going to get saved out of nothing, man. And we're out here to tell you that. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Y'all have to wake up, man. This world, this country is about to be destroyed. Thermonuclear missiles is about to rain on this country.
That's right.
For what it done to God's chosen people, man. And we're trying to let you know so that you won't get caught up in it. Let me get Deuteronomy 4:27. No, Slaki. Ezekiel 36:19. No. 28:32. Slaki.
Yeah, kind
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32.
Hold on. Now we just came over to Egypt on ships. We were sold to our enemies, right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now what happened in slavery? Our sons and our daughters were given into another people. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for
We were
them.
crying. We wanted our kids back. And what? Read.
And fail with longing for them.
Right.
All the day long.
All day crying about your kids that got sold. Right? Go ahead.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Know what?
There shall be no might in thine hand.
It was nothing that we could do to get them back, man. This is written. You can't make this up. I don't know how you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans can hear this coming out and not take heed to it, bro. I really can't understand. But, you know, the Most High will reveal it to whoever he wants to reveal it to. You know what I'm saying? We out here for the elect. Everybody's not going to get it.
Right.
Go ahead. Let me get Deuteronomy. Let me get Deuteronomy 30. Let's end it on that. Now, how do we fix this, right? How do we get up out of this condition that we are in? That should be the main question that you want to be answered. How do we fix this situation? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1.
Read.
And it shall come to pass.
I mean, it's going to happen. Go ahead.
When all these things are come upon thee.
What?
The blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee. And thou shalt call them to mind.
We were going to what?
And thou shalt call them to mind.
We were going to remember who we are. We were going to remember these blessings and these curses that we're going through. Go ahead.
And thou shalt call them to mind.
Among who?
Among all the nations.
Among who?
Among all the nations.
Read.
Whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Go ahead.
And shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
And that's what you see right now. Brothers returning. Go ahead.
And shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
That's right.
Thou And thy children.
And thy who?
And thy children.
Got to be teaching your kids these things too, man. Good?
With all thy heart.
With all thy what?
With all thine heart. And with all thy soul.
Read.
That then.
What?
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
And that's why you see so-called brothers returning, right? And you starting to see all the other nations going through these curses.
That's right.
More brothers waking up, starting to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and coming back to their God. You start seeing the other nations having those same curses put upon them. Go ahead.
Look at Morocco.
Right.
Look at Hawaii.
Right.
Right. Look at Belgium and Netherlands.
Right.
When they getting flooded.
That's right.
That's what happens when we repent.
That's right.
Look at Russia.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
I mean, this is the Most High will fight for you.
That's
man.
right.
They about to throw bombs.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, praise to the
Oh,
Most High.
praise to the Most High.
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
That's right. Once we return, the Most High God will have compassion on us, man. We'll start getting that protection that we need. You know what I'm saying? We're getting close to our salvation, and you brothers don't even realize it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how you can look around and know your history, that you've been in slavery, right? And to see that your enemies are coming down to a low state. Look at this country. It's falling.
That's right.
The dollar has dropped.
That's right.
All these European Caucasians are out here bums. They're fucked up on drugs now. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, it was our people that was fucked up on these drugs. Messed up. Now you're starting to see the other nations going through these same things. Go ahead, read.
Praise to the Most High.
Oh, praises.
Right. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
Right.
And have compassion upon thee. And will return and gather thee from all the nations.
Everywhere we were scattered, he's going to gather us. Go ahead.
Whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Right.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven.
Right.
From thence will the Lord thy God gather thee. And from thence will he fetch thee.
Right.
And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
Right. We're going to go back to our land. Once he come and save us, we're getting put back into the land that these heathens are walking around and claiming to be theirs. They're going to get kicked the fuck out.
That's right.
Okay, read.
And thou shalt possess it.
We shall what?
And thou shalt possess it.
Read.
And he will do thee good.
He will do thee what?
And he will do thee good.
Right.
And multiply thee above thy fathers.
That's right.
And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
That we may what?
That thou mayest live.
We're not living right now,
That's
man.
right.
You really want to live, not worrying about getting shot and killed by these peasants, right? Not having to worry about go outside and having evil eyes towards your brother. You can stand around your brothers without worrying about them trying to hit a lick on you, spinning a block on you. Come on, man. This is really living. Not having to go to work, having these weak nations work for you. Right? That's living. Living for 100 and not even making it to 100, bro. Come on, that's not living. We're talking about thousands of years, bro. Living, can you imagine living for 1,000 years? Man, that is beautiful, bro. And with that,
hold on.
Okay.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Say that again.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
And that's what you're starting to see.
That's right.
You're starting to see the curses that were on us starting to be on these other nations, man, because we're waking up, we're coming back to the Most High God, and it's prophesied that was going to happen.
That's right.
You can't make this up, right?
And on them that hate thee,
and on them that hate us,
which persecute thee,
God.
And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
All praises to the Most High God. That is the answer that we need to hear.
That's right.
That is what you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans need to know, and what you need to follow. You need to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and come back to your Creator, so that you don't get destroyed in this place when the Most High God rained this place with nuclear bombs.
That's right.
All praises to the Most High God. And with that, I'm going to end it. Call Thapalaf Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to say, Mawaf Lababor.
Mawaf Lababor.